Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. Today, I want to talk about something important that's coming up fast, and it might catch some people off guard if they're not paying attention. I'm talking about the Real ID deadline, which is officially set for May 7, 2025. There's still a lot of confusion about what Real ID actually means, and how it impacts everyday things like air travel, government office visits, and even trips to the Social Security office. You might be wondering, do I need a Real ID just to handle my Social Security stuff? That's a great question, and the answer might surprise you. Plus, there's something most people don't realize about how this change could affect their daily lives in more ways than one. So stick around, because understanding this now could save you a lot of hassle later. Before we dive deeper, let me know in the comments, have you already gotten your Real ID, or are you still waiting? I'd love to hear your experience because it might help someone else out. And if you appreciate simple, clear updates like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So, what is the Real ID? The Real ID Act was passed back in 2005, in response to the 9/11 attacks. The goal? To strengthen how state-issued IDs are created, making them more secure and much harder to forge. After 9/11, it became clear that terrorists were able to get multiple fake IDs from different states way too easily. Real ID sets a federal standard for issuing IDs, requiring stricter identity checks and enhanced security features on your license. But even though the law was passed almost 2 decades ago, it's been delayed multiple times, for reasons ranging from cost, privacy concerns, state resistance, and of course, the pandemic. But now, with President Trump back in office, the federal government has made it very clear. May 7, 2025 is the final deadline. No more delays or extensions. What happens after May 7th? After that date, you'll need a Real ID compliant license, or another approved ID like a passport, to board domestic flights, enter certain federal buildings, access secure federal facilities. A standard driver's license that's not Real ID compliant won't cut it anymore, especially if you're going through TSA at the airport. Wondering if your ID is Real ID compliant? Most states include a star in the corner of your license. For example, in California, it's a golden bear with a star inside. If your ID doesn't have a star, it's probably not compliant, and you'll need to upgrade it. What about your state? Not every state is on the same page with this rollout. States like Florida, Maryland, Georgia, and Colorado are nearly fully compliant. They've made it easy for residents to switch over. Others, like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Washington, and Maine, are trailing behind. That means in some places, getting a Real ID is quick and simple. In others, expect long lines and fewer appointments. Do you need a Real ID for the Social Security office? Here's the part many people are confused about. Do you need a Real ID to visit the Social Security office? The answer: no, you don't. You do need a valid photo ID, but that can be your regular driver's license, a US passport, or a state-issued non-driver ID. As long as it's not expired and officially issued, you're good to go. So if you're just planning to update your benefits, apply for a new card, or make changes to your Social Security account, you're still in the clear without a Real ID. Why get one anyway? Even though you don't need it for Social Security, there are still plenty of good reasons to get your Real ID sooner rather than later. Frequent flyer? You'll need it for domestic flights, unless you want to carry your passport around every time. Planning ahead? If your license expires soon, you might as well upgrade during your renewal. Avoid the rush. The closer we get to the deadline, the longer the lines and delays will get. Temporary licenses won't fly. Literally. If you apply close to the deadline, keep in mind, the paper temporary license they give you while you wait for the real one won't be accepted at airports. Also, many states require an in-person visit to get your Real ID, meaning you'll need to bring documentation and possibly wait a few weeks for it to arrive in the mail. What you'll need to apply. To get your Real ID, you'll typically need proof of your full legal name, birth certificate or passport, proof of Social Security number, Social Security card or W-2, 2 documents showing your current address, utility bills, lease, or bank statements, Each state has slightly different requirements, so check your local DMV website before heading in. Looking ahead, Real ID isn't just about airports. Experts say it's part of a bigger push toward digital IDs, biometrics, and more secure identity systems. It's a small step toward a much more digital and verified future. And yes, privacy concerns are real. But your information stays with your state DMV, it's not uploaded into a massive federal database. Still, it's smart to stay informed about how your data is being used. Final thoughts. So, to wrap up, no, you don't need a Real ID to visit Social Security. Yes, you'll need one to fly domestically or access certain federal buildings after May 7, 2025. And yes, getting it sooner can save you a lot of stress later. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments, are you planning to get your Real ID soon, or are you holding off for now? And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep making sense of life's little, and not so little, changes, together. See you next time.